Alright guys, I got a haul video here. Just a couple things. I will have a couple other haul videos this week. And then next week we will go back to not having haul videos. But I want to show this off. These things off real quick. So this is what I ordered from eBay. I want to get this because this is out of print. I doubt this is ever going back into print. I got this sealed, as you can see from eBay. Father of the Pride. I've never seen this show, but I've heard things about it. And I'm a big DreamWorks fan, like DreamWorks, the animation studio. And essentially what this show is, if you don't know what this show is, because most people don't. This was a show that was made by them. It was the first ever DreamWorks animated show. So nowadays, DreamWorks has like a television division for like their stuff, and they make good stuff every once in a while. But most of it's like stuff based off their movies or whatever. They've done like the She-Ra reboot and like Voltron and some other stuff like that. Troll Hunters, cool stuff. Most of it is not that stuff though. It's mostly stuff based off their movies. But it's all for kids. Well, this show was not for kids. This show was for adults. And does it have some of voice? Yeah, it's got some of them here. John Goodman, Cheryl Hines, Orlando Jones, Carl Rayner, and there's so many other people in this as well. But this show was made for adults, and it was about Siegfried and Roy. And the show ended up being kind of a disaster because as soon as the show went into production, one of the members of Siegfried and Roy, I can't remember which one, but he got attacked by a lion on stage because that was the whole thing. And it made the show like almost get canceled, but they still went on with the show, and it ended up coming out. And it got canceled after one season. Kind of a weird concept for a show. And what's weird is like there's an episode where Donkey from Shrek cameos, which is another reason I want to have this. I've reviewed all the Shrek movies already, and I'm trying to figure out things I can kind of review that are Shrek related. And this is a kind of an example of that I'll probably throw in there. Oh yeah, guest stars right here on the back here. It says guest stars include Christina Applegate, Danny DeVito, Kelsey Grammer, Gary Marshall, Eddie Murphy, Andy Richard, and David Spade. So very crazy, weird show. There's the disc. I'm not sure why the disc. Oh, it's a double-sided disc. See, that's shit. Because there's 7 episodes on this side, 14 on the other side. But whatever, it's only one disc. As long as I'm careful with it, I guess. That is still kind of shit. But this is the only DVD release it has. I believe this DVD came out in like 2006. So, not a very long show. Not a very good show, to be honest with you, from what I hear. But I did want to have it as a DreamWorks fan. And I want to check it out for myself. So I think I'm going to do that. In fact, after I'm done with this video, I might check out an episode. It'll be worth having in the collection just for that. And then this I got from Amazon. I got Taxi, the complete series. To be honest, I've never seen this show. But this has been in my wish list since it came out. Because, I've heard of the show, of course. And this is a show that has an amazing stacked cast that went on to do amazing things. Like, for example, Judd Hirsch is in this show. Danny DeVito's in this show. Christopher Lloyd is in this show. Jeff Conway, like just so many other people in this show. The show won Emmys, it won Golden Globes, ran for 5 seasons. It's a classic show. I just never seen it just because it's not my generation of TV. Doesn't mean I won't like it. I do like a lot of older TV shows, but this was at a really good deal on Amazon. It was $20, but I had a thing where the coupons expired, but there was a coupon that if you applied it, took $4 off. So this was like $16.99 with tax. And $16.99 for 5 seasons. on 17 disc, I believe. I believe there's 17 discs or something like that. I think that's what Amazon said. Something like that. There's a lot of disc in here. And, yeah, that's a great deal. So, I am down to check out Taxi. And have this in the collection, especially since I am a huge Danny DeVito fan, so I grabbed that. Last thing I grabbed was Team America World Police. America! Fuck yeah! I grabbed this for a couple reasons. So my history of not owning this movie is crazy. So initially, I saw that Shout Factory was putting out a Blu-ray a couple years back, and I immediately pre-ordered it because I didn't think this would ever come to 4K. It's not really the type of movie that you're like 4K, right? But I thought, okay, I'll get that. You know, it's coming out. And then I had so many pre-orders, I was like, yeah, something's got to cut. So that was one of the things. I just hit the cancel button. Cancel that. And, you know, that was fine. A few years later, they announced a 4K. And I pre-ordered the 4K. And then I was like, something's got to give, cancel it. And so it sat in my wish list forever. And then finally, Amazon did a buy two, get one free deal. And so this was my free one, was this movie on 4K, which is perfect. This is a good movie. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to get it, but, you know, free, sweet. I was glad I was able to wait and get the 4K, not get the Shout Factory Blu-ray. Though I'm wondering if maybe that had more special features. I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of special features. Not a lot, but a decent amount. But I also want to get this movie, not just because I like this movie, and I've been wanting it, and it was part of that Amazon buy two, get one free deal. Matt Stone and Trey Parker, who directed this movie, they got a new movie they're doing with Kendrick Lamar. And I want to talk about all their movies when that movie comes out. It says it's coming out in July. Personally, I don't believe it's coming out in July because it does not have a title. And how do you have a movie that's come out in July? No trailer, no title, no poster, like anything. So I don't think it's coming out in July. Maybe later this year or early next year is what I suspect. I think they've shot the movie, so I'm not sure what's going on with that movie. Matt Stone and Trey Parker, it might be one of those movies where probably push some boundaries, probably push some buttons. They're probably afraid of how they're going to release that. But, yeah, I do have all their other movies, like Cannibal, the musical, which is a real movie. Orgasmo, again, which is a real movie. And then I have Basketball. And I have the South Park movie, but I'm not going to do the South Park movie. Everybody's done the South Park movie, and I have a video already reviewing the South Park movie. So, don't really need to do that one. But let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.